Okay, children. Next, we are going to study about the technique involved in plant tissue culture. So, the various techniques involved in plant tissue culture. The first technique or the first step in plant tissue culture is sterilization. So, what is sterilization? Sterilization is a technique to get rid of microbes, such as bacteria and fungi, from the culture medium, from the vessels, and from the explant. So, here the plant tissue culture. What we are going to do for that, we require an sterilized condition. The vessel should be sterilized, the culture medium should be sterilized, as well as the explant should be sterilized. So the various things, the requirements must be sterilized in different ways. So first, let's study about the sterilization, the maintenance of the aseptic environment. So here, where we are going to do the culture vessels has to be sterilized. So here, during in vitro tissue culture, maintenance of the aseptic environment conditions such as sterilization of the glassware, the forceps, scalpels, and all the accessories in the wet steam sterilization by autoclaving at 15 psi or 121 degrees Celsius for 50 to 30 minutes, or dipping in 70% of ethanol followed by flaming and cooling. So here the vessels, the culture vessels, the forceps and the scalpels, they have to be autoclaved. That is, the heat treatment has to be given at a temperature of 121 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 minutes, or these vessels and the scalpels, forceps, they have to be dipped in 70% ethanol. Then they have to be flamed, they have to be heated in the flame, then allowed to cool. So here in this way we are making these vessels and the forceps free of microbes. Next is the sterilization of culture room. So where the lab where the culture is going to be done, that lab also has to be sterilized. So the floor and walls of the lab, they must be first washed with detergents with 2% sodium hypochlorite or 95% ethanol. Next, the laminar airflow chamber, which is the sterilized chamber where the explant has to be transferred in the culture medium, or the culture medium has to be transferred inside the vessels. For that, we use this laminar airflow. It has to be sterilized for that. First, the work surface, the table of the laminar airflow has to be sterilized. For that, we will clean this work surface with 95% of ethanol. Then we will treat that work surface with UV radiation for 15 minutes. Next is the sterilization of the culture medium or the nutrient medium. The culture medium are indispensed in the glass containers, plugged with non-absorbent cotton or sealed with plastic closure, and then sterilized using autoclave at 15 psi. So here, after the transferring of the culture medium in the culture vessel, they are being closed with the help of a cotton plug. Okay, again they are being sealed, and then they are being autoclaved at a temperature. Heat treatment is given at a temperature of 15 to 30 minutes. The plant extracts or the vitamins, amino acids and hormones which is present in the culture medium, they are being sterilized by passing through the millipore filters. The size of the millipore filters is 0.2 mm. Next, they are added to the culture medium. These products, they are being added to the culture medium inside the laminar airflow chamber using a sterile condition. Next, we are going to study about the sterilization of the explant. Now, here we have studied in the previous, we have used the detergents for washing the or sterilizing the glasswares, as well as the culture medium we have given the heat treatment. But for the sterilization of the explant, the plant materials used to be used for tissue culture should be surface sterilized. That is, it is being cleaned with the chemicals by first exposing the material in running tap water and then treating it in surface sterilized agent like 0.1% mercury chloride, 70% ethanol, and under aseptic condition inside the laminar airflow. So this explants, they are being surface sterilized by using first dipping in the water, next 0.1% of mercury chloride, 70% of ethanol in the laminar airflow. So this is the sterilization method for each explant as well as for the culture medium, the culture vessels and the room, etc. Next, here the media preparation. As we know, the success of the tissue culture lies in the composition of the growth medium. So here, for the culture, for the growth of the cell, we require a suitable nutrient medium. The success of this culture of the cell depends on the growth medium. and the growth regulators, the plant hormones present in that medium, and the culture conditions such as temperature, pH, light, and humidity. No single medium is capable of maintaining optimum growth of all plant tissues. Suitable nutrient medium, as per the principle of tissue culture, is prepared and used. So, for culturing the different tissues, we have the suitable culture mediums are used there. So, the most commonly used culture medium is MS medium, that is Murray and Skoog medium, which is prepared in 1962. It has carbon source and suitable vitamins and hormones are present there. The media formulation available for plant tissue culture other than MS, that is most commonly used culture medium is MS medium. Apart from that, we have the B5 medium, that is Gamborg et al. 1968 medium, white medium, which is prepared in 1943. The formulation was given by White in 1943. Niche medium. Uh, Next, a medium may be solid or semi-solid, or it may be liquid. Now, for solidification of this medium, we use a gelating agent, that is the agar. This agar is a mucilaginous polysaccharide. It is obtained from marine algae, and this agar, it acts as a solidifying agent in the media preparation. For solidifying the medium, we use this agar. Next, we are going to study the third step here. So here you can see the formula of the MS, or that is the composition of the MS medium is given here. So what are the macro, micronutrients and the minor nutrients, and the vitamins and the growth hormones and the solidifying agents, what are the use, that the composition is given here. Culture condition. So here, as we have studied, for the culturing of a cell, we require a suitable medium. We require the proper environment we require the control conditions there. So first condition we require is the pH. The pH of the medium should be adjusted between 5.6 to 6 for the best result. So the pH of the culture medium should be between 5.6 to 6. Next, the temperature. The temperature should be incubated normally at a constant temperature of 25 degrees Celsius plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius. So here the next temperature, it should be at a range between 25 degrees Celsius plus or minus 2 degree. Next, the humidity level should be 50 to 60%. Next, light intensity, that is the culture medium should be exposed to sunlight for 16 hours, and this light intensity this light is provided by the fluorescent tubes of approximately 1000 lux. Next is the aeration. So aeration to the culture can be provided by shaking the flask or tubes of liquid culture on the automatic shakers, or aeration of the medium by passing through filter sterilized air. So for providing the aeration, either they have to be, if it is a liquid culture medium, it can be it can be shaken with the help of the automatic shakers, or the sterilized air has to be provided. Next is the induction of callus. So here, when the explant is kept in a suitable culture medium in the controlled condition, the from this cell, a mass of cells are formed, that is the callus is able to form, that we call it as the induction of callus or the formation of callus. So callus formation is called as induction of callus. So the explant of 1 to 2 centimeter sterile segment selected from the leaf or stem or tuber or root is inoculated. Inoculated, I told you, transferring of the explant to the culture medium is called as the inoculation. So here the explant, it can be taken from either the leaf or a stem or tube, which is of 1 to 2 centimeter size, that is being transferred inside the culture medium. Next, and it is that is the most commonly used culture medium is the MS medium, and it is supplemented with auxins. So this MS medium contains the hormones auxins, and this is incubated at 25 degrees Celsius, 25 plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius, and dark periods of 12 hours to induce cell division, and soon the upper surface of the explant develops into the callus. As we have said, when this explant is transferred to the culture medium and proper conditions are provided, and after 8 to 16 hours of exposure to the light intensity, the upper cell surface of the cell, they will form the callus. What is a callus? A callus is a mass of unorganized growth of plant cells or tissues in vitro culture medium. So here this callus is a mass of cells which is not organized, which can develop into any plant part, that is called as a callus. Next is the embryogenesis. Embryogenesis means the formation of the embryo. Now the callus cells, it undergo differentiation and produces somatic embryos. This is known as embryoids. The embryoids are subcultured to produce the plantlets. Now from this callus cells undergoes differentiation, they provide the somatic embryos, and or it is known as the embryoids, and they will develop into the plantlets. The last step of the plant tissue culture is the hardening. The plantlets develop in the in vitro require a hardening period and so are transferred to the greenhouse or hardening chamber and then to the normal environmental condition. So here the plantlets which is developed inside the glassware, they step by step they are exposed to the natural environmental conditions. They are first transferred to the greenhouse condition, next to the normal environmental conditions, step by step. This process is called as hardening. So hardening is the gradual exposure of the in vitro developed plantlets in humid chambers in diffused light for acclimatization so as to enable them to grow under normal field condition, that is called as the hardening. So last step of the plant tissue culture, step by step from the lab, from the glassware condition, it is transferred to the humid chambers, from there to the diffused light. So step by step they are being transferred, brought to the natural condition so that they are adjustable to grow in the natural condition. This is called as the hardening. So hope we have understood the concept of this plant tissue culture today and the technique what we have studied. The next class will start with the next topic. Thank you, children.